everything always goes down to the basics. So if it's not directly the basics, then what? Well, right now, we're going to start creating a list of what to do. If it's not the basics, then for us at the moment, until we have 5.2, then I have to check, do I need to use algebra? And I take a look at this and I'd say, that's not directly the basics. I don't have anything where I've got the product of two things. Don't. All I have is what I have on the board over there, those four entities. That's it. That's all available to me. I don't have a constant. I don't have an x to the n, and you say, well, yes, you do. You have a y cubed here. But it's multiplying times something. So I don't have anything that's got an integrand that's got a multiplication in it. So it says it's not a problem that involves the basics. Then I'd say to myself, can I use algebra on this problem? And what can I do? Distribute the y cubed. So this becomes the integral of, and I'm going to put parentheses here, y cubed times 2y is 2y to the fourth plus y cubed times 1 over y is what? Y squared dy. Now, as I look, can I integrate this? Because this is now an addition. Can I integrate 2y to the fourth? Yeah, that's anti-power, right? So that's, and what about y squared? Yeah. So essentially now I've got a problem that's in the form of the basics. So what is this? This is 2y to the what? Fifth divided by 5 plus what? Y to the 3 divided by 3 plus c. So I said, if it's not the basics, can I make it into a problem that involves the basics? Well, what about this guy? I don't have anything that's in there that's got x's in the numerator and x's in the denominator. And since I don't have any other choice, what does this have to be? Some form of algebra, because that's my second choice. First choice is basics, second choice is algebra. It ain't basic, so it means algebra. Then I look at it and say, what kind of algebra can I perform on this thing? Multiply it out. So let's try that. By the way, you're going to find with integrals, sometimes you're going to do something and you made the problem worse than what it was when you started. And that means you went kind of down around the wrong route, then you got to come back and then go another route. That happens. So you try it and you see what's going to happen. Well, this is x plus 1 squared, which is x plus 1 times x plus 1, which is x squared plus 2x plus 1 divided by x dx. Well, it still doesn't look like something I can do. But what can I do? It says it's not a basics. So then it says, can I do more algebra on it? What can I do? Yeah, use monomial division. So this becomes the integral of x squared over x plus 2x over x plus 1 over x. Now the integrand is more than one term, so I'm going to put it in parentheses, dx. simplify, this is the integral of x plus 2 plus 1 over x dx. Now, what do I have? I have the integral of x, that's anti-power, right? I have the integral of a constant, and I have the integral of 1 over x. Is that all basics? Yes. So now I can integrate it. What's the integral of x? X squared over 2. Plus, what's the antiderivative of 2? 2x. Plus, what is the antiderivative of 1 over x? Natural log of absolute value of x plus c. Those are all algebra tricks of the trade. So first I look to see, is it a straightforward problem that involves the basics? If it's no, the next thing I say in my toolbox is it algebra? If that's no, then that's not a problem that I know how to do yet. So right now, look to see if it's a problem that involves just the basics. If it is, just go ahead and do it. If not, can I perform some algebra on it? That would turn it into a problem that involves just the basics. Because that's the only kind of problem I know how to do. Got to turn everything back into the basics. That's what you're going to find that integration is going to be all about. It's going to be all about taking everything that you do, turning it into the basics. Well, what about this guy? I don't have anything that involves an integrand that has a natural log. That means algebra. What kind of algebra? What kind of algebra is this going to involve? Yeah, absolutely college algebra. Or it could even be intermediate algebra. What am I going to have to use on it? Begins with a P. Properties of logs. So what property of logs is going to work here? What property of logs is going to work here? Yeah, that one. So what do I do?
Put to the left.
Bring what to the left?
Negative x squared.
Negative x squared. Yeah. Property of exponents. Logarithms. Bring the exponent down. This is the integral of minus x squared natural log of e dx. What do you know about the natural log of e? 1. So this turns into the integral of minus x squared dx. Is that a basic? Yes. And what is it?
That's x cubed over 3.
What are you missing? The minus x cubed over 3 plus c.